Welcome to the Bizarre and the Unknown. I am your host, E.D. Testerman. I am an author and investigator. I am also a researcher into the unknown. Join me as we dive together into this bizarre and the unknown universe. Do you believe in UFOs and aliens, things that fly in the sky and in our oceans? Do you hear things that go thump at night, or do you see things that you cannot explain? Do you believe in C.I. Tonka, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Booger, and so many more? Join me on my adventures as I investigate this stuff that's out there. Let's learn how to guard ourselves and protect the things out there that need our protection. I'm a United States Marine and United States Army veteran. I love my country and have served it proudly. And I want to give a special thanks to all the veterans and first responders. As sleep took its nightly duty over me, I am instantly transported to another time and place and body. And I am over 6 feet tall with swollen muscles. I am wearing some kind of protective hard vest, and I have no sleeves on my uniform. I am on a strange planet, and explosions are going off all over the place. Sounds of people screaming and strange craft dart past above me. Innocent people are running all over, trying to run from the danger. I see the strange creature running at me. I knew what it was, but for the life of me, I can't remember what they are called. It felt as if I was fighting these things for some time now. Its rifle fires some kind of laser beam. I'm not sure what it is. I pulled up my pulse rifle and shot it in the head. This thing slid to a stop about 10 feet from me. It was 15 foot tall. It has green, yellow, and bluish scaly skin with a large mouth and several rows of teeth. I saw 5 beautiful women huddled together, and one of the foul alien bastards had turned its sight on them. I quickly looked around for a good place to provide me with protection and cover. There were 5 more of these things, and I knew that I needed to eliminate them. I found a strange vehicle, and I ran over to it, placing my back against it. I quickly pulled up my pulse rifle and placed it on the roof of the vehicle. I began to open fire on them, dropping them like flies. One of them evaded my assault and climbed up a building. I watched its location for a moment and did not see anything. Something told me that it was waiting for me to provide it with an easy attack. I knew this and figured I would give it what it was waiting for and at the same time turn it against it. Somehow, I knew that if I did not, these helpless women would pay the price. I carefully made my way over to them, placing myself between them and the location of the creature. A green glass lens flipped over my right eye from my side. It had been tucked behind my ear on a robotic arm. It took a microsecond for it to flash to life, and I was able to see behind me. As I reached the women, I could see the creature creeping over the roof of the building. I grinned for the fucking thing had taken the bait. The women held each other tightly and screamed as the creature dropped to the ground, ready to end my existence. As I turned around, a beautiful, long-haired blonde wrapped her arms around my leg. I opened up with a quick burst of death song and dropped the creature before it could make its move on me. I studied the area for a moment before turning my attention to the woman that I had just saved. I held out a hand to the blonde. "Come with me. I know a place where we'll be safe." With tear-filled eyes, she took my hand, and the others got up. I took them to a location that I'm not sure how I knew about it. It was as if I had been there many times before. I placed my face in front of a screen. It scanned my face and flashed, "Access granted." The emblem on the screen was of a spacecraft flying through the stars, with the words "United Earth's Planetary Marines." I remember thinking that these women and the other people outside were colonizers. They wore orange jumpsuits with black stripes down the side, and a patch of a planet with the words "Planetary Terraforming Colony" on it. Short, quick flashes of memories flooded my mind. I remember dropping in a ship to the planet's surface. I know they called out the creatures but for some reason, names were always muted to me. I felt as if I had done a mission like this many times, and I felt at ease with this drop, like it was just another day at work. I remember people freaking out, and I'm thinking to myself, fucking newbies. The women gathered in close to me. I could see the fear in their eyes. I smiled as I looked at them and spoke. You'll be safe in here. The things cannot get in. We will wait them out until I'm able to safely leave you here and finish my mission. They smiled at me, knowing they were safe now. One gave me a kiss for saving their lives, and soon they all did. A few hours later, I shifted my gear after putting them back on and looked at the monitors. Not seeing anything close on screen, I typed in a code and sent out a beacon informing Mother Computer that there were survivors in this fallout. The women were adjusting their torn and dirty clothing as I opened the door. I watched as they all stopped and looked at me with fear. I smiled and informed them that they were safe and soon a dropship would be there to pick them up. I darted out the door and sealed it behind me. I pulled up my wrist computer and saw that the creatures were starting to emerge from a central location in the heart of the city, about a block away from me. I raced over and started engaging the creatures. One by one, my fellow Marines joined me as we formed a circle of death around the emerging creatures, eliminating them as they emerged from the hole. I felt a strange pain in my right ribs. I looked down and noticed that one of the creature's rounds had ripped through my armor and sliced my skin. Blood was starting to flow from the wound. I looked up in time to see one of the damned things had worked its way through the onslaught and was upon me. I remember pulling this huge knife from my hip and sticking it into the ribcage of the creature as its long claws dug into my chest. I woke up at that moment. My ribs and chest burned. I reached over and turned my bedside light on. There on my ribs was a long red, wide mark, and on my chest were long, red, huge claw marks. They hurt to the touch. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I left quite a bit out of the dream just because this is going on YouTube and it wouldn't be YouTube friendly. I got the creatures as close. I mean, all my artwork, I got as close as I could. It wasn't exactly how it was in my dreams, but it's close enough to make it work for this. Um, I know it was troubling. I mean, this has happened to me multiple times, and I had four long scratch marks on my chest and a long one on my ribs when this happened. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, peace, love, and blessings.